What's an interview question that stumped you, mate?
Oh, what I got one was, I looked at where you're working right now. Why do you want to leave them and join us? Because like you think part of you thinks, do I just start going in on why I'm leaving? Like, but you want to keep it professional. And then there's got to be another reason, like another element to it, like why these guys now? And yeah, it completely like for about a minute, there was a good pause. And I was thinking, I don't know. I'm like, then I just went full honesty here, like bit of a shit show behind the scenes. But like, yeah, it's a hard one to ask. So I've asked that, and a guy was like, "Yeah, I don't actually know how to answer that without not slating the business." I went, "Just be honest, just let it
Wow.
out." So yeah, that one.
And I'm really glad that you brought that up because it is a question that whether you're in sales or outside of sales, if you have a current position and that hiring manager checks out on LinkedIn or CV that you're still there, they're going to be asking that big question like, why are you looking to move? And again, being a former hiring manager, what I was really, these were the red flags for Neil as a hiring manager. If Connor, like you said, if they came onto that course slating that company and what I was hearing for it was like, oh, they didn't have their targets. The manager was a bit of an a-hole. I didn't have enough leads. They didn't have a great tool stack. What I'm hearing is the first part of the red flag, and it could turn green. But turning red meant that they didn't have any accountability. So they didn't tell me what they were looking to do or how they tried to work with it. So if they said, my hiring manager's a bit of a a-hole, I'd be like, okay, so what does a good one-to-one look like? I thought, oh no, that's their job. And I'm like, okay, you don't have any accountability because you can't tell me what you're looking for. If they told me, oh, I didn't have enough leads, so I'd then say, so what did you do to source your own leads? Well, it should just come from marketing. And again, there's no accountability. So if I heard a lot of things of they didn't do anything about it, they wouldn't be for me. And that's just personally, right? But I think it's a question to ask yourself. And there are ways that you can put it in a positive, right? So I've worked in this company for the last 2 years. I've learned a hell of a lot, but I don't think there's an environment for me to grow even further. So I'm looking for my next challenge, right? Or
Yeah.
honestly, I went into this company, I thought it had a great product market fit, it had a great culture, but the company got wound down after 6 months of me joining and, I need a job, right? Or it could be perhaps, I've worked so much time in here, but the company direction is going in a different way and it doesn't align to my values of being in a scrappy startup, actually having my hands on the operations and helping the team grow. I want something which actually gives me a bit more of a challenge. So it's reframing a negative situation, but in a positive. If I heard somebody talking like that, I'm like, you've got self awareness but you're thinking of it in a mature sort of way. And I'm not saying that everybody that comes in my interview thinks like that, but that would be like green flags for me. What do you think, team?
If you have such situation, I would suggest right when you start sharing your working experience, say, hey, I know this is a red flag, leaving the company that fast, but I want to address it. And what I usually say that the company is great. The focus one was at one thing, and then the focus shifted. And with my 5-year growth plan, sorry, it just doesn't align. I cannot grow here, and that's why I'm changing because I'm pursuing my goals. So
Yeah,
I'm not talking about the company, I'm talking about myself.
I love that. And having, like you said, 5-year goals, like when here managers or hiring managers hear goals, they want to know about those goals. And they want to ask them, like, how do you see those goals being hit here? Is it money? Is it status? Is it a job title? Is it career growth? Having those answers premeditated will definitely help you out.